temperatures. Alright, and then we want to roll the throttle up over 80 to make sure the governor's working. And the governor took over, so that's working. Then the next thing we want to do is test our low rotor RPM. So lift the collective up a half an inch. Okay, and then roll the throttle down slowly so we can see where the horn comes on. There we go, good. And then just put that down. Area's clear. Alright.
Yep.
Let's get some radio stuff going on now. First thing we want to do is weather information. This is your switch. I've got the collective, okay? Big knob. See the standby, the one that's highlighted?
Yeah.
Big knob moves the big numbers. Little knob moves the little numbers. Go ahead, dial 127.55 in there. This button here takes that frequency in the standby box and moves it up to the use box.
For contact, you have ATIS Romeo.
And we're going to listen to the ATIS.
Van Nuys Airport ATIS information Romeo. 1451 Zulu. Wind 330 at 11, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 25, dew point -07, altimeter 29907. Visual approach and use, landing and departing runways 34. Notice to airmen, use caution for a moor and close proximities to taxiways and runways. There's a crane 2.4 miles east of Van Nuys Airport up to 400 AGL. Runway 34 left tappies are out of service. Advisors for contact, you have ATIS Romeo.
No, the winds are strong coming this way.
ATIS information.
Runway 12 in use. Advisors for contact, you have
I'm going to get
information now, put down 1447 Zulu. Wind calm, visibility 10 miles.
Visual approach and use, landing and departing runways 34. Notice
now type in 119.0, which is the Van Nuys helicopter frequency.
East of Van Nuys Airport up to 400 AGL. Runway 34 left tappies are out of service. Advisors for contact, you have ATIS Romeo.
Good, now press it in there. Excellent. Now I'm going to go ahead and get us permission to take off. They're changing the tape. Van Nuys helicopters, helicopter 23 Victor Hotel. We're at the northwest corner, negative ATIS, and we'd like a stag departure over to Whiteman.
23 Victor Hotel, Van Nuys Tower. They're making a new ATIS right now. Wind 340 at 12, altimeter 299er. Departure northwest corner, you're not visible from the tower. Go out Balboa and I'll cross you over north of the VA. Wind again 360 at 12.
All right, hey, thanks for the winds. We'll go up Balboa and wait for the cross. 3 Victor Hotel. All right, so we're gonna take off straight ahead. All right, because the wind's coming right at us. All right.
Yeah.
So a little bit of left pedal. All right, center up our cyclet. Then we get light on the skid, so we start bringing this collective up. All right. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Alright, there's 16, 17, alright, a little bit more, there we go, neutralize everything, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then up we go, straight up like that, alright, now, we're just going to climb up a little bit. So we're just going to bring in a little bit more power. We're going to put the nose forward just a little bit like this. Okay. This is kind of a max performance takeoff because we don't have a lot of room.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to go right down these railroad tracks, Nick.
Yeah.
And then we're going to make a right turn on Balboa, okay?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, good man. this is Balboa, so we'll make a right turn out there. And we're climbing up to 1.3. A little bit more right pedal. We go. Let's climb up a little bit, so just bring that nose up just a little bit. Since we climb at 60, there we go. Let's loosen up on all our grips there, even our feet, okay? And 1.3, so we'll put the nose down a little bit, lower a little bit of power.
3 Victor Hotel, make sure you're 1,300 feet past the gate. Falcon jet behind you to your right, departing westbound. He's in his turn now.
We got him in sight, 3 Victor Hotel.
Yeah. We got 2 planes to my right.
Yeah. Down just a little bit.
Hotel, cross over to the east side. You said you're going to Whiteman?
That is affirmative on Whiteman for 3 Victor Hotel. We can go ahead and cross.
3 Victor Hotel, after you cross over to the east side of the tunnel, exchange clear to Whiteman. We'll see you on the return.
Thanks a lot for your help, 3 Victor Hotel. All right. We are going to Whiteman.
Am I following this route or?
We're just kind of heading out that way.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. He didn't give us any specific information. This is the Veterans Hospital right here. Okay?
Yeah.
So right about, I'm going to go ahead, as soon as we get to there, I'm going to call Whiteman. I already have their ATIS. I got it this morning. Wind's calm over there. Because the wind comes rushing down through here.
Yeah.
And kind of blows down that way.
This is Victor Bravo, Romeo 12, clear to land. Clear to land, Romeo 12, inquiry to Bravo.
Whiteman Tower, helicopter 23 Victor Hotel. We're at the VA. We have the Alpha inbound for some hover work.
Go to 23 Victor Hotel, Whiteman Tower, inner right base, runway 12, report the 118 5 freeway.
We'll report the 118 and the 5 for 3 Victor Hotel. Good, we'll head up to the 118. So we got no lights, no warning lights. Our instruments are in the green.
Narrowing in on my house.
Oh yeah, you find it yet?
Not yet, but I get a little bit closer each time.
Alright. Did you tell the wife you're flying over it? Alright, 1500's a good altitude. Whiteman's field elevation is 1,000. Okay, so 500 feet above that is 15. At Whiteman Tower, 3 Victor Hotel, crossing the 5.
About it there, just at 2 o'clock.
3 Victor Hotel, runway 12, clear to land, run conference.
We're clear to land 12, and we'll sidestep at Delta for 3 Victor Hotel. What's that? that?
Is that it? There, just the two.
Yeah. That's our airport we're going to right there. So let's bring our carburetor heat up. Alright, let's lower our power a little bit. Little ab cycle it when we do that so the nose doesn't drop. Little right pedal, keep it straight. Excellent. And then we're going to lower our nose when we get to 60 to follow 60. Alright? And then we'll turn to final. Little right pedal, Nick. There you go. Alright, and right at this altitude right here, let's slow it down to 50 miles an hour. So we'll lower a little power, a little bit of ab cycle it. There you go. And when you find 50, level your helicopter. Alright, now we're waiting to intercept right in between those last two taxiways, right at the top of the trim strings. Should be happening right about now. Now we lower the collective a little bit. A little bit of ab cycle it to start a slowing trend. Okay. And then level the helicopter. Use your cyclet to control your descent rate. I mean your collective to control your descent rate, and your cyclet to control your closure rate. Alrighty, good. We're getting a little low, so let's bring in a little power. Alright, stops us from descending so fast. And right at 30 miles an hour, or 30 knots, we got to be at 300 feet a minute, so pull a little bit more power. Good. Just keep a nice level helicopter. Whoop, nose is coming up, just nice and level. Get towards the middle of the runway. And we're going to pull a little power, little left pedal. Okay. And then we're going to hover taxi over to Delta. So pull just a little bit more power. And we'll just a little bit of forward pressure to get us moving. Alright. And we'll lower a little power right now. Nose up a little bit, slow down. Pull a little power.
Runway 12. We're going to request a right downwind departure and head over to Van Nuys.
This is 8280 Papa, Lyman Tower, runway 12, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure approved. Remain inside of the 5.
And then we're going to land kind of straight ahead, alright? Past these helicopters, so. Pull a little teeny bit of power. There you go. Let it out. Alright, so let's come to a hover right here. So just bring the nose up to slow us down, then level the ship out, pull a little power. Alright, there you go. Looking at Johnny's Auto Repair down there. Use your pedals to keep you straight, okay? Alright, just keep your helicopter nice and level. There you go. You got the cycling. You got the pedals. You got everything, actually. Loosen up that grip.
41 Lima, Wyman ground runway 12.
Eyes outside. Just relax. Just keep your helicopter level. Very nice. Let's use our left pedal and do a left pedal turn 360 degrees around. All right, let's do that again. Take your time, get stable, all right, get comfortable. Don't ever rush into a maneuver you're not ready for, all right?
7 Tower, 4441 Lima, right downwind departure, holding short.
Alright, good.
4441 Lima.
Let's sidestep over to the yellow line.
Wind calm, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure approved, remain inside of the 5. Inside of the 5, 12, clear for takeoff, 4441 Lima.
And when you're ready, do a right-hand pedal turn.
Right, sir, 5 frequency change, sir, thank you.
Good range again.
Alright, just keep it level, slow it down. Down. Bring us back up to Johnny's. And then we'll do another right-hand pedal turn. Excellent. Let's turn towards the trees over here to the left. 90-degree left turn. And then when you're ready, Nick, let's go ahead and sidestep to the right. Keep that line right in the middle of the helicopter. Just get it level. Just back her up a little bit with a little bit of aft pressure.
2202 November, Wyoming ground runway 12, taxi V Alpha. Where are you going?
Keep on going to the right.
Charlie Romeo. And what altitude?
We'll stop right at this blue light.
And is this
Let's go left. Let's sidestep to the left now. Back her up a little bit. Little teeny bit of aft pressure.
November squawk 6714.
Alright, we'll keep on sidestepping to the left. Little bit of aft pressure, back us up a little bit. There we go. Keep on going to the left. Alright, let's come to a stop. Very nice. Very nice. Now do a left-hand pedal turn back, point towards Johnny's. All right, let's just hover taxi right along the center line. Very slow, okay? All right, let's stop and come to a hover. And let's hover taxi forward to the next set of blue lights, and we'll stop and hover right there. All right, good. Let's make a 90-degree turn to the right now, Nick. Excellent. We'll back up over the center line. All right, and then we'll do a right side step. Little bit of aft pressure, pull us back. There you go. Loosen up that grip, your hand's turning white. There you go.
My back, I keep tensing up my back.
You'll be a pretzel here pretty soon, don't worry about it. All the way down to that blue line, all right? And then stop right there for me. Good. Do a right pedal turn, 270 degrees, pointing towards Johnny's, all right?
Weapon Tower, Station Air 220 to the November is holding short of 12, left downwind departure, please.
Then let's hover taxi right down the line all the way to the end, okay? Nice and slow. Nice and slow, bud.
Station 2202 November, Wyman Tower, runway 12, clear for takeoff, left downwind departure.
220 to November, clear for takeoff 12, left downwind 0 to November.
Yeah, that's perfect, like that. All right, this set of blue lights will stop. Now let's go backwards. So it's just a little bit of ab pressure. And go backwards just about the same speed you went forwards coming up here, okay?
You're the wrong way with the pedal.
That's all right. Let's move over to the center line. Practice, 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 right?
Yeah.
So just sidestep a little bit to the left.
134.2.
Good.
134.2.
And then we'll back it up right down the center line.
SoCal departure, station air 220 to November, is off Whiteman, leaving 2100.
Hello, Wyman.
All right, let's stop right here. Come to a nice stabilized hover right over that yellow line, about 8 or 10 feet off the ground. And let's hover taxi forward. All the way up to that set of blue lights. And we'll stop and hover right here. And we'll back it up again.
This is Mike 1, ground runway 12, taxi Alpha.
All right, let's come to a nice little hover right here. Let's do a 90-degree left pedal turn. You see that blue light right in front of you?
Yeah.
And then the one right up there?
Yeah.
I want to sidestep to the right to that first blue light, stop, and then sidestep back here and stop at this light.
Okay.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and turn 180 degrees. Look the other way. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to sidestep to the left, stop at that light, and then sidestep back. Back her up just a little bit. All right, and away we go. Right down the line. Back us up a little bit. And all the way down to that last. Oh, that was our light.
That was it.
Holy shit. Let's point towards Johnny's. Alright, let's set it down to the ground. So we keep it nice and stable, eyes outside, loose grip, just lower the pressure on the collective just a little bit. And then we start going down. Just let it go down, keep it nice and level. Ground effect caught us. A little bit more pressure on the thumb. There you go. Ground effects will catch us again, see?
Yeah.
A little bit more pressure on your thumb. Bit more pressure. As we start getting closer to the ground, we start tensing it up.
Yeah.
Because the ground's coming up. Alright, try to just stay relaxed. A little bit of pressure on that thumb. A little bit more pressure. 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 And lower the color. Hey, very good. Is this friction on? Yeah. That might be a little better. Alright, let's pick it up to 10 feet. So, a little bit of, you want to shake it off for a second?
Yeah, that's my back. Good.
Yeah, go ahead and shake that hand off. There you go. Alright. Alright, okay. We're going to pick it up about 10, 15 feet in the air. We're going to set it right back down again, alright? Every time we pick it up, same thing. Little left pedal, because we know we're going to need it, because we're bringing collective in. Center up our cyclet. Right on the skids. Little trick in the beginning. Notice we got 14 inches. If we pull it to 15, 16, 17, 18. We're loose, alright? So then we center up everything.
November 733 Alpha Mike.
20.
Holding short 12. Requesting.
And up into the air she goes. So go ahead and keep us climbing up a little bit higher.
We have a Mike Wyman.
Go right about there. Good. Alright, just come to a nice stabilized hover. Alright. When you're ready, just lower a little bit of power. Alright, eyes outside, nice level, stable helicopter. A little bit more pressure on that thumb. Ground effects is going to catch us. A little bit more pressure on the top of that thumb. There you go. Right down to the ground. A little bit more more pressure. Excellent. Up we go. Alright. So we're at 15, 16, 17, 18. We're light on the skids. So correct all the movement. Alright. So you're pulling the collective. See, we're going that way. So bring. Go. Now pick it up into the air. There you go. Good. Then just lower a little bit of power. A little bit more pressure on that thumb. Now lower the collective. All right, good. Let's do it again. There's 16, 17, 18. You're going to get light on the skids, right?
Yep.
So stop the thing from moving. Then bring in a little bit more. Stop it from moving. Bring in a little bit more. And up you go. Then lower a little bit. A little pressure on the top of that thumb, right? A little bit of pressure. Then lower. Alright? Let's pick it up, move it to that satellite, stop, and we're going to set it down, okay?
Yep.
Alright. Up we go. There's 15, 16, 17, right on the skid, right around 18. Okay? There you go, excellent. We'll hover taxi up to those lights, and we're going to stop, and we're going to set it down. Eyes outside, a little bit of pressure on the top of that thumb. A little bit of pressure. Lower. Good. Up to the next set of lights. Pick it up to a nice stabilized hover, Nick, okay? Then hover taxi, stop it to a nice stabilized hover, and then bring it down. Alright? Very deliberate. Up, over, stop, down. Alright. There's 16, 17, 18. We're going to get light on the skids. 19. Right up to a nice stabilized hover. Don't worry about going forward until you get to this hover, right? Now we can hover taxi forward. Nice and slow, alright? Let's do it right down the yellow line since we're doing such a nice job of it. And we'll stop right here to a nice stabilized hover, alright? And a little bit of pressure on the top of that thumb to set her down. A little bit more pressure. A little bit more pressure. Excellent. Pick it up into a hover. Just hover right here looking at Johnny's. Alright?
Yep.
So we just start picking that thing up. 15, 16, 17, 18. Start getting light on the skids. 19. Gently pick it up. Just hover right here. Let's do a left-hand pedal turn. Turn around the other way. Nice, stabilized hover. Hover taxi down to those two blue lights and we'll set it down. Nice stabilized hover, and then we'll set it down.
Two 4682, I'm in ground runway 12, taxi V Alpha.
Excellent. Down to the next set of lights. Pick it up to a nice hover. Hover taxi, stop, set it down. And then we'll set it down. Alright, the reason I pushed forward a little bit like that, we were just going backwards a little bit.
Okay.
Alright? Alright, let's just pick it up, about 10 feet off the ground, shake out that hand. There you go. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Up we go, we're going to pick it up about 8 feet in the air, we're going to do a left-hand pedal turn, a right-hand pedal turn, and set it down. Alright? I'm going to take this, lock this down. There we go. Right about there is good. Stay right over this line when you do this pedal turn, okay?
Go ahead. Be 3,500. Squawk 4634.
Alright, and then we'll do a pedal turn, either way you want. Alright, and then the right. And let's set it down.
Holding short for straight out departure.
682, runway 12, cleared for takeoff. Straight out to the 4 stacks, wind, calm.
Runway 12, due for takeoff, 682.
Very nice. Yeah, shake it off. Yeah. We're almost out of fuel, so you don't have much longer to go. Alright, let's pick it up, turn it around 180 degrees, and we'll land it again, alright? Okay. Then we'll just set her down.
Whiteman Tower, Cessna 828, Sierra Papa is off of Van Nuys at 1,700 feet, inbound for landing with information Bravo.
Cessna 828, Sierra Papa, Whiteman Tower, in a right down.
Forward all the way. There you go. Let's pick it up, move it to the next satellite. Don't worry about that, Nick. You get good ones and bad ones for a while, you know?
Yeah. Take a chance up for 682.
That wasn't all that bad. Up we go. And then we'll hover taxi off to the next lights. Eyes outside now. Alright. Feel your level. I know it sounds corny. Just feel it. Relax with it. Alright? And a little bit of pressure on the top of that thumb. Let the thing come to a stop. Alright? Don't pick up anymore. There you go. Alright? And then just a little bit more pressure on the top.
Whiteman Tower, Cessna 828, Sierra Papa is over the 5, 118 interchange.
Fucking sweet, dude. Alright, let's pick it up, turn it around, go back the other way.
Cessna 8, Sierra Papa, runway 12, clear the line.
Pick it on up. She'll get a little wiggly on you, but that's all right. And a little left pedal turn. The reason I always call for a left pedal turn, because it's so much harder. It takes so much more power to go to the left than it does to the right. The right, it's almost like we let go of the pedals and it wants to swing to the right.
Yeah.
And let's set it down again, Nick. All right, like before. Just find your horizon. We're moving a little. There we go. And it's just a little bit of pressure. Okay.
Wide towers at the 828 Rotor Pop is going around.
What?
Papa Roger, left close traffic.
Go.
Left flow traffic, 828 Rotor Pop.
Then lower the collective. All right, let's pick it up and get down to the next set of lights. Stop and then land it. Over to the yellow line. Now I'm going to start picking on you about the line, so don't worry about it. Just we'll scoot on over that way. And we're going to hover taxi right down the line. Come to a nice hover, find your level, relax, and lower. A little pressure on the top of the thumb.
Cessna 828 Rotor Pop is down, one to beam.
Little bit of pressure on the top of that thumb.
0 Papa Romeo 12, clear land.
Then lower the collective. Excellent.
Find it harder in this direction. Are we good in from the wind or something?
Yeah, we got a teeny bit of a tailwind. The winds are calm, okay? But there is a teeny weeny little bit blowing us this way. That's why we're doing them both ways, all right? And when it gets a little windier here, we'll do crosswinds and tailwinds and headwinds, all right?
Yep.
Let's pick it up, turn it around 180 degrees and set it down right there on that line. There you go, excellent. And we're going to turn it around right into the wind, get right over that line and set it down. And we can turn it into the wind, Nick, if you want. Or you want to do a crosswind?
I don't mind.
All right, we'll land straight down like this then, looking at the pink building. Excellent. Let's pick it up, turn down that way, set it down, right on the line.
Wind back to Vista, 828 Sierra Papa.
Sierra Papa, taxi to Vista.
Eyes outside, find your level, use your peripheral vision. When we touch that ground, it should be a surprise to us because we're looking at the horizon. Good. All right. Pick it up.
Run, say again.
Move to the next set of lights. All right. Set it down.
All right, loud and clear.
Actually, when we get to the next set of lights, let's turn one way or the other, right or left. I don't care which way, and do a crosswind landing. All right. Eyes outside. Find your level. Alright, and there we go. Let's pick it up again. Well, I kind of interfered with you a little bit because we were moving back.
Yeah.
Let's just pick it up about 3 feet and set it down, okay? There we go. That wind plays with you, right?
Yeah.
Let's back it up a little bit. A little bit more. All right, we'll set it down right here. So eyes outside, okay? Find your level. Just a little bit of pressure on that thumb. Starters downwards. All right, eyes outside, a little bit more pressure on the thumb. Down to the ground and lower. Beautiful. Let's pick it up, get back down that way. We got to go back. So we're going to go down to the run-up area and we'll take off out that way. Okay?
Yep.
Up we go. Very good. Up to about 8 feet. There we go. Pedal turn to the left. Hover taxi down. Nice and right down the yellow line, nice and slow. Yeah, Wayman Tower, helicopter 23 Victor Hotel from Alpha. We'd like a right downwind departure for Van Nuys.
Helicopter 3 Victor Hotel from taxiway Alpha, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure, approve the minutes out of the 5.
East of the 5 for 3 Victor Hotel, thanks. All right, let's go ahead and turn around. Now this time, we're going to accelerate to about 45 miles an hour, okay? And we want to do it at this altitude with this power, okay? So we start transitioning from our hovering flight with a little forward pressure on the cyclet, all right? At about 6 knots, we're going to hit ETL, okay? So we go forward, all right? This is ETL right here. It starts blowing you around. Just keep pushing forward through it, okay? And we just pick the nose up a little bit and fly on out. And we're going to go out, our next flight, we're going to go out into the Pyru Wash, okay? And we're going to start doing some different kinds of hovering drills. And we're going to start doing some accelerating and decelerating drills. Yeah. So we get better at accelerating and decelerating the helicopter. Let's make a right-hand turn. Excellent job today.
Thank you. I can feel it starting to
make a little sense, right?
Yeah.
So we'll take what we learned today and we'll go out into the desert tomorrow. Are we flying tomorrow?
Yeah.
And we'll learn to accelerate and decelerate this thing. Let's go ahead and turn downwind. And let's climb to about 1.4, 1.5, because that's their traffic pattern here. He wants us east of that freeway, so pick up a street like that, follow it up. There we go, look pretty good there. And just follow this road up a little bit. They generally give us a frequency change just past this school here. Okay.
We take the doors off today.
Yeah. Wayman Tower, 3 Victor Hotel for a frequency change.
3 Victor Hotel, exchange approved.
Thanks for your help today, 3 Victor Hotel. All right, let's make a right-hand turn.
On this contact, you have information Tango. Van Nuys Tower information Tango, 1651 Zulu, wind 350 at 14, gust 20, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 30, dew point -8, altimeter 29er at 909er, visuals runway 34 approach and use, landing and departing runway 34, nose airman, crane 2.28 miles east of Van Nuys, 400 feet AGL. So.
Van Nuys helicopters, helicopter 23 Victor Hotel, just off of Whiteman Stag, northwest corner with Tango.
Helicopter 23 Victor Hotel, Van Nuys, tower report staggering 405, second parking.
Yeah, we're up in the northwest corner up there at the Hoover hangars, and we'd like Alpha if we could get it.
Helicopter 3 Victor Hotel, Roger, report staggering 405.
Staggering 405, 3 Victor Hotel. So I'm going to give you,
right?
Yeah, the Budweiser. I'm going to give you a little section in the book. It's about the radio and stuff, all right? In that pilot's handbook you got. Let's try to read that tomorrow. I'm going to break you in on the radios tomorrow, okay?
All right.
We'll start with some position calls out in the desert, stuff like that, so you get used to start babbling 23 Victor Hotel, all right? So it rolls off your tongue easy.
Yep.
Let's descend to 1.3 now, so we lower a little bit of power, a little bit of right pedal, and let our helicopters settle into about 1.3. I found one of the hardest things for the radio for me is when I got a new tail number. I get the numbers all wrong and jittered up on it. Gets me tongue-tied right from the start. So start practicing 23 Victor Hotel, 23 Victor Hotel, so it rolls on. That's who you are when you're in the air. All right? And then we'll pull a little power, because there we are at 1.3.
Look up there, 3 Victor Hotel, Rostag, taxiway Alpha, beam the northwest corner, clear to land, wind 330 at 20.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We're across at 1.3, clear to land Alpha, the northwest corner, 3 Victor Hotel.
Crossing here, yeah.
What's that?
Crossing here, or...
Yeah, right. Remember the green trucks, that Stag Street? So we just continue out across. I'm going to pull your carburetor heat, Nick. Oh my God, there we go. Boom, up she goes. And there's really no need for it because the temperature is way, way, way high. But the manual says, but we don't really have atmospheric conditions that are conducive to carburetor icing. So I'm not going to put it on. I evaluated it. As evaluated. Alright, so let's lower our power because we're landing on taxiway Alpha. So lower it down to 15, a little bit of right pedal as we lower the collective. Alright? And we're going to lower it quite a bit today, alright? Because we're landing on this taxiway.
Okay.
Alright?
Wind 330 at 18.
Pretty strong. It's 330 at 18. Alright, we're just going to land straight ahead. If this wind will let us. And we just kind of keep it like this. Rock and roll with the wind a little bit. As we get a little closer to the ground, we'll pull a little power, slow down our rated descent. And we're just going to land direct the ramp, okay? He gave us Alpha right here, all right, which is what we're over, taxiway Alpha. And let's turn to the left a little bit. There you go. We'll pull a little power. And we'll taxi over to our oil spot. Now we got some pretty strong wind, so it kind of wants to get underneath the rotor. All right? Actually, we'll just land on this white spot right there in front of us, okay? So just hover over to it. Get nice and level. And then just lower your... There we go. Wind's blowing about 20 knots over here. So, and it's coming right at us. All right, so let's roll our power down. 75.
Governor's grabbing.
What's that?
Governor's grabbing.
Yeah, we'll go. You can turn the governor off. It's good you noticed that. You know, that's... They say to leave it on all the time, but, you know...
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and turn our radios off. Take that hand. Turn that off. Turn that off.